Are fake LEGO mech armors finally better than original LEGO? Die-hard LEGO fans may tell you that LEGO is the best, but could they actually be wrong? Over the years, LEGO has released several excellent mech armors, and I have quite a few of them. They always reached an expected level of quality, but in my opinion, they are too safe and boring. Which brings me to these mech armors by Sluban. I discovered them on a shelf at my local toy store and my eyes lit up and I instantly got all 4 boxes. They had these 4 on display, so I was confused to discover that one of them doesn't seem to match the others. See, these 3 are mythical beasts and this one is a police car. So I did some research and found the matching sets on a shopping app. And here are the 2 complete teams. In the first group, we will call them the mythical beasts and the other group will be called the mighty machines. There might be more Sluban mech sets out there in the wild, so if you know of a set that we haven't featured here in this channel, please let me know below. Today we are reviewing 2 mechs from the Mythical Beasts group, the White Tiger and the Azure Dragon mechs. The remaining 2 characters will be featured in a video that will be posted in the next few days, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss them. We are used to the larger PR mecha sets on this channel, but I am definitely excited to build and review these. But enough talk, let's get these 2 out of the box and start building. Well, if I can get them out of the box. Does Sluban also own a glue company? These boxes are super glued shut, though I should probably get my knife sharpened. Someone in the comment section suggested a heat gun, but I haven't gotten around to trying it yet. There are about 5 bags for each mech, which is a lot less than the usual 13 plus bags for the full-sized Slubans. Both sets here feature an acceptable amount of stickers. As for the build time, each one still takes me about an hour and a half to build while filming. And here are the 2 mech armors fully built. I love the size, they are taller than LEGO mech armors as well as the My Build mech frames. They are shorter than the Infinite mechs, but I don't like bringing them up because they are fragile to get out of the display case. With that said, I'm glad to add more mechs to my collection in this scale. I mentioned earlier that these are mech armors, and you may be wondering what the difference is between mechs and mech armors. Well, mechs like this bigger Sluban set have brick-built heads and typically cannot accommodate a minifig inside, though some have minifig cockpits. While mech armors are more like exosuits like powered mechanical armor for minifig-sized pilots. My build mech frames are sort of in between because while Rita has a minifig seat, the head is not sticking out, so he is riding inside the vehicle instead of wearing the armor. So in my opinion, this is a mech, not a mech armor. Side note, I have made the choice to not build the alt forms of these sets. I'm sorry, but I am not keen on breaking this thing apart to build them. If ever I can get duplicate sets, then that might be a future video. For now, let's talk about the mech armor frame that Sluban has made. I mostly like the base frame because of the quick and easy build and flexibility. So while the original LEGO mech armors can't even bend their knees, these Sluban mech armors can flex all they want. The mix of tiny ball joints, regular ball joints, and T-pieces gives these sets wide and mostly stable articulation. All the mechs in this line use this same exact frame, which can be repetitive when you are building 8 of these in a row, but with such a small frame, it feels like you are done building before you get bored. One small issue is the way this waist joint is built. It's difficult to finagle in place and it doesn't like staying together. The shoulder pauldrons too, depending on the design of the specific mech, can be easy to pop off. The cockpit area swings down to reveal the Sluban minifig inside. Each one has a different helmet and armor, but we will talk about the figs later. First, let's take a closer look at the White Tiger. He is built using primarily white pieces and 2 different kinds of gold pieces. The coated gold pieces are much nicer than the molded gold plastic. They can sometimes have fitment issues, so I don't really mind that they only coated the accent pieces. The rest of the small details are stickers, which is fine for a set of this price. Not a lot of prints here. Actually, I don't think there were any printed pieces except for the minifigure here. Let's take him out so we can see the details. It comes with a minifig helmet in white and it has this horn piece here reminiscent of the Gundam unicorn, but it's facing downwards. The helmet has this clip where the horn is put in place. The attachments are different in each set and that is how they introduce variety. Really quite clever if you think about it. They also have this infantry armor in white and I like this version of the armor where I didn't have to remove the arms to put on. The torso and legs have nice printing that matches the aesthetic of the White Tiger mech armor. Excellent attention to detail, Sluban. The minifig heads do not come with a second face print, just this angry annoyed expression. Alt minifigs typically come disassembled and unfortunately Sluban is no exception. They can be quite difficult to put together, especially if you ignore instructions like I do. I was trying to manually attach the teeny tiny hands to the arms. Then by like the 3rd mech build, I read the instructions closer and it actually tells you how to easily attach them. You are supposed to use the minifig neck to hold the tiny hand pieces and then you attach the arms. Wonderful! Do as I say and not as I do. The White Tiger does not come with any real weapons, but it does have something that the other mechs do not. In fact, he has something that even my left hand does not have. Full-sized fingers. Okay. He does have clips on the hand, so if you want to build him a sword or something, he can probably swing it around. The feet on White Tiger are a little unstable. They look more like bird talons, but whatever. And here are pictures of the White Tiger's alternate form. It's a White Tiger and the set has a lot of leftover pieces you presumably need to complete it. If you are someone who has the patience to build and rebuild 2-in-1 sets, then hats off to you. If you are liking this video, please smash that like button. It tells YouTube that you like this video and that more people should see it. Thank you. And now let's take a look at the Azure Dragon. Again, it has the same frame as the White Tiger, this time in a nice teal color. They use regular gold pieces with about 3 pieces in that coated gold look. What absolutely ticks me off is this shade of vibrant yellow they put on the minifig helmet. It sticks out like a sore thumb. No prints here on the mech but plenty of stickers. The shoulder pauldrons are seemingly inspired by dragon claws, but they are even more finicky than the White Tiger pauldrons. True story, I spent 5 minutes trying to figure out how to reassemble it when it fell apart, and I had to bring out the manual again. Reading. It comes with 2 molded fists instead of individual fingers like White Tiger, in exchange for the ability to count with their hands or 2 additional accessories. First is a primary weapon, which is an axe, a staff, or some weird bow. It has this odd articulating tail here at the end. Any guesses? Comment down below. The second accessory is this round shield. I had trouble with the sticker. I couldn't lay it on correctly, see? So that means Azure has both a weapon and a shield. Greedy dragon, let your brother borrow your shield for a while. The included minifig has nice printed scales on the legs, on theme with the rest of the mech. The vest on this one requires you to remove at least one of the arms, and I was not keen on doing that since I might break the tiny pegs, but it ended up being fine. I wouldn't do that repeatedly though. The print on this one seems to have a female face when compared to the White Tiger, though it's worth noting that we do not get hair pieces with any of these sets. And here are pictures of the Azure Dragon's alternate form. It's a dragon that looks more like a pupper. Who's a good boy? Let's go through the AQV scores. Accessibility. Both sets, and this has been true for all the Sluban mech armors, have been surprisingly easy to build. The waist as well as the pauldrons have been consistently finicky, but I wouldn't call them deal breakers. Though the tiny minifig hands and the fact that these need to be assembled have stopped me from giving the set a particularly high grade. Accessibility score of 3 out of 5 stars. Quality. The White Tiger and Azure Dragon both look great. I wish they gave the Tiger a real weapon. I don't think giving us a few more parts for a sword would have hurt them. They gave us a lot of leftovers anyway. I like the helmet clips and how they allow the designers to make unique heads for each mech with just simple attachments and color changes. Quality score of 4 out of 5 stars. Value. These 2 sets and all the other ones are priced really well. I bought mine for about 10 to 12 US dollars each. Amazing value if you ask me, but I found them online for as low as a little more than $5 each. Use the links in the description if you want to have these for your own collection. Value score of 5 out of 5 stars. Sluban, in my opinion, very rarely misses the mark, and this line is no exception. If you like this video, then be sure to check back on this channel in the next few days for part 2, where we review the Vermilion Bird and Black Tortoise. If it's already live, then you will see the link right here. Otherwise, it will still be a cool recommended video. One more thing, it's also my birthday today, so if you are one of the few people who actually stick around till the end of my videos, then thank you very much. You've made my day.